Hello everyone. Already I have explained this what are the reference electrodes, what are the electrodes and Sol breeze and all and also explain the Nernst equation in my previous video. So now we'll see the potentiometric method. Like to perform potentiometry, the following is needed: reference electrode, indicator electrode and potential measuring device. So we are going to discuss about the reference electrode here. The potentiometric method, we have reference electrode here you can see, and another one is indicator electrode. So what is reference electrode? Reference electrode is a half cell having known electrode potential that remains constant and is independent of the composition of analyzed solution. There are three types of reference electrode. One is hydrogen electrode, then SCE, that is saturated calomel electrode, and the last one is silver chloride electrode. So it consists of three parts: an internal element and some filling solutions which constituent the salt-rich electrolyte, and an area in the tip of electrode that permits a controlled flow of the filling solution to escape the electrode. It is called as the fluid junction into the sample. And some characteristics of this ideal reference electrode, it follows Nernst equation which I have shown in my previous video. So used for a half of the cell to determine the potential of analyte of interest, then maintains a fixed potential. In contrast, the indicator electrode responds to the analyte activity, and potential should be constant with time and should return to original potential after being subjected to small currents. And little what will happen? This little hysteresis with temperature cycling and should behave as ideal non-polarized electrode. The maintenance of these electrodes or reference electrodes should be stored separately in a dilute KCl solution of approximately 0.1 molar to prevent the backflow and possible contamination of the electrolyte, and always maintain the level of the filling solution in the reference electrode above the level of both shocking sample solution and above the internal elements. First we have a hydrogen electrode. So let's see what is hydrogen electrode. It is a primary reference standard for pH measurement. So it consists of platinum electrode surrounded by an outer tube along with H2 H2 passes and entering through a side inlet and escaping at the bottom through the test solution. And the hydrogen ions of the solution are brought into equilibrium with the gaseous hydrogen by means of platinum bag, and the platinum bag absorbs H2 and acts catalytically. And since potential of the electrode is very sensitive to the traces of oxygen, and air must be removed from this electrode compartment, the half cell reaction responsible for the transmission of current across the interface. This is the reaction involved. This is the half cell reaction responsible for the transmission of current. Here you can see. This is the hydrogen electrode. Electrode connection is there. H2 outlet and inlet is there. Salt breeze here you can see, and a platinum plate at the bottom. So H2 gas inlet is here, and the right side you can see the inlet of H2 gas, and the glass envelope inside this glass envelope we have platinum wire and platinum foil covered with platinum black. Hydrogen electrode, some advantages are: it is a fundamental standard electrode of pH measurement, and it can be used over the entire range of pH, and it checks the accuracy of the other pH electrodes, and it has a low internal resistance and has negligible electrical leakage error. And disadvantage, you can see it cannot be used in the presence of strong oxidizing and reducing agents, and it cannot be used in the solution containing ions of metals that are below hydrogen in the electrochemical series. And interaction with hydrogen will occur and a metal will deposit it on the electrode surface. So there are disadvantages also and advantages also in the hydrogen electrode. So then remaining two electrode I will explain in my next video. Thank you.